Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Guys, we're here to share our fun, love, and passion for all things Disney with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're brand new to our channel, please consider subscribing.
If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up.
Yeah, so today we're talking about, did we feel safe at Walt Disney World with the increased capacities and the longer park hours when we went to Disney World on our last trip?
And we did a video about this before we went to talk about the safety features that they were going to be putting into place. We'll link that above.
Yeah.
And we're just going to dive right in, guys.
Yeah.
So, transportation was a big question that I had already.
Yeah.
Magical Express, ferries, monorail, buses. How's this going to look?
How are they really going to make it work?
Yeah, how are they going to make it work? Magical Express, they left an empty row between everybody, which I think they probably should put up plexiglass in the Magical Express. I think they're going to need to, because you're a half capacity is weird. The buses have plexiglass up, these plastic dividers, and then they have certain sections that you can sit on. The monorail has the two cabins divided, and then there are only two parties per half of the car, so you're 6 feet apart. And then the ferries, the ferries were phenomenal.
Oh, I think they benefited the most from COVID because of the loading system and everything.
Yeah, they put in this whole new loading system. It's not like this mad dash of people running to the ferries.
Yeah.
Okay? And like everybody with disabilities, strollers, things like that, they boarded first onto the lower level, and then everybody who could walk up the stairs boarded and went upstairs.
Yep.
And yeah, it couldn't have been easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I liked the ferries. I think the gondolas are the best though.
Oh, sure.
It's one
because
party
they're just
per car.
constantly going.
Yeah, it's that constant movement, and they just move people and move people and move people. And it didn't feel like Disney was wasting their money with the gondolas, because it sure did feel like that with the buses.
Yeah, the buses were definitely kind of a thing, because there's no standing anymore, and so they're only able to really kind of get 2/3 of the seats filled up.
And that's it.
And then that's it, and then
it's
like no standing. So you're like looking at a bus that you would think you'd normally be able to get on.
And it's 3 buses later that you get on.
3 buses later that you get on. But all in all, I thought the transportation did really good. Just the buses, I think, were the biggest kind of
concern.
Pinch in
it's
that.
Concerning because of the money for the diesel fuel is up there.
Yeah.
As far as the restaurants, though, there were decreased seating in the restaurants. They strongly encouraged you to mobile order.
Yes.
You didn't have to. There was always that one cashier that you could go in to order with. But I thought the mobile ordering was really easy with the food allergy. I was worried about that. It was nice to be able to just pay. You don't have to have that point of contact with your credit card anymore. And the really cool thing was, even though there was decreased seatings in the restaurants, unless you had the mobile order saying that it was ready to be picked up, you couldn't get into the restaurants.
Correct.
So the people going in who like save seats and wait 30 minutes for their party to get there, no. So that was kind of nice.
So it was easy to find a table for once.
Yeah, for once it was easy to find a table, even with tables, being spaced apart. So that was kind of cool. And then to get into the park, we did have to do temperature checks.
Yep.
That was very efficient, I thought. I was surprised at how well we went through there. I was surprised because the new security in place made it way easier to walk just through. If you're a vlogger, or you have like metal sunscreen or eyeglass cases or an umbrella or tons and tons of batteries, they're going to pull you off to the side and search your bag. But not everybody gets searched, so that was really kind of nice. It kept everybody running through. Yeah,
guys. Pretty much if you've got something in your bag that looks like to a X-ray that it could go boom, you're going to get searched. It's just that simple. And thank goodness, it was so efficient. And then when they would pull you aside to be screened and check your bag, they knew exactly where they wanted to look in your bag.
Yeah.
And so they just had you go, and there you go. Like, they knew exactly, you didn't know where they wanted to look, but they knew exactly what they wanted to see in your bag, and they wanted to see it in person. It was, Disney, you did a great job on that.
I like that. And our trip was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the decreased capacity, we went on Columbus Day weekend, which is also Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. And we weren't thinking of it because we don't get that day off work. It's a holiday.
Yeah, like people don't get school off or work normal.
But people flocked to the parks.
Yeah.
That weekend. And the weather was super beautiful. It was warmer, but so they all came. But even with that, so many people were compliant with wearing their masks, that I felt okay with that. They were stopping those rides every 2 hours to sanitize and disinfect.
Deep clean.
That still went smoothly. That was factored into that waiting time. Some of the wait times were actually 10, 15 minutes longer than the wait time actually was. And I think that was just kind of coverage of let's make sure that we can get all the rides disinfected.
Well,
so
I think it's
smooth.
because it happened to us a couple times to get it right up to the end, and it was like they had to stop for a cleaning, which was fine.
Yeah.
You know, go clean it. And then we got to get on after it had been cleaned, so it was great.
And then there were sanitizing stations. They were plentiful.
Yes.
You didn't have to look for very long to find where you could find hand sanitizer.
Everywhere.
And that was really nice because children in lines, man, they were practically licking the rails. All right. I mean, no.
They were not licking the rails.
They could have been. I did see one child, though, like drop a penny, pick it up from the floor, and put it in her mouth, and her mom freaked out.
Yeah.
Which I would too, right? But man, children were touching everything. They were being curious, and it was nice to be able to have those hand sanitizers, even in the lines, to where you felt that extra security of, okay, you just touched something you shouldn't have. Hand sanitize. So that was kind of cool, too.
Yep.
And then the other thing that we really did like, nice, super nice and friendly, but the cast members were asking for compliance about the mask rules. Because every once in a while, you would see somebody walking and drinking, and it was hot, okay? I mean, you were starting to get dehydrated.
Yeah, it was.
But you would see the cast members asking, please wear your mask, please step off to the side. I mean, nobody mean or nasty or anything like that, but just asking for that compliance.
And then there were a few people that just, you know, okay, yeah, and then they'd walk down 10 feet and then do it again. Well, here's the thing, guys, just so you know, they know that they just asked you to do that. They also keep an eye on you after they ask you to do that. And they have walkie-talkies, and they can tell other people ahead of you, or, you know, it's
there were plenty of signs in all the parks.
Just know, don't be that guy.
You that if you weren't wearing your mask correctly, that they were going to ask you to leave.
Yeah, they had very specific signage when we went, which was new to right when we got there. It was, if you're not wearing your mask properly, you will be asked to leave. Period.
Yeah. So, and overall in all, though, I felt safe.
Yes.
I felt like Disney was doing it right, that people were complying, people were following the rules. We were all trying to be as good as we could, and washing our hands and hand sanitizing and masks, and I felt like it was a really good experience.
Right, and nobody's perfect, guys. Nope. I mean, you know, the thing is that we're all trying to figure this whole thing out together, right?
Which is hard.
And Disney is too. The cast members, the guests, everybody is trying to figure out how they all work into this, and you know. You just gotta go with the flow, and I think Disney's doing a great job.
I think they're doing a great job too.
Doing that and helping
them.
People understand that, hey, it's okay. You can still be here, and it's going to be safe, and we're going to take care of you.
We're going to do the best we can.
Yeah.
You know. So I overall I felt safe. I would definitely go back.
Well, I hope we do.
As soon as next weekend.
As soon as next weekend. That would be great. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys.
Yeah, man. Smash the subscribe button.
Smash it.
And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, too.
Yeah. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.